that's it. We're done. Hey guys, Hoang here, and so welcome to the new studio. If you haven't been able to tell, this is pretty different than what it used to look like in my previous videos. So that setup is not completely gone. I'll still probably be using it here and there, but basically that was a backdrop that I had essentially up in my living room when me and my wife lived in a smaller place. We just recently moved. This is essentially the basement, which I have now converted into a studio. And also I have, as if you can't tell, there's a lot more space here. Before I wasn't able to do this because basically with the backdrop and everything up, the frame was so tight that I wasn't able to really have space. But well, this is cool. This is new adventure, and basically we got some new gear, we got some new things, new lighting, new stuff. So it's kind of all a work in progress right now. I'm kind of dabbling and trying to see what I like, what I don't like. So it'll probably be evolving over the next few videos because there's a lot I wanted to do to the space itself, but not a lot of time to do it. So real quick studio tour for anyone who actually cares. So we are filming on the Sony a7S III, and that's just my favorite video camera, and we are rocking that with a 17 to 28 Tamron lens right now. For microphones, we are rocking the Shure SM7B, and that's attached to an arm attached to this desk here. For key lights here, we have the Godox SL60W, and that's got a soft box on it and everything. Right now, we're not using a fill light because I haven't set all this stuff up yet. There's still more lighting that I want to set up. For now, it's looking good because we're kind of filling in the lighting with these lights back here. So two of these tube lights, which you've probably seen in all of my previous videos, these ones, those ones are Luminate lights, which I don't believe they sell anymore, which is kind of a bummer. I got them off Kickstarter and they're actually amazing lights. I love them. They're RGB and they connect to my phone and I can just change all the color palettes and all that stuff. I've been looking into other tube lights to try to get more, but they're very expensive. So for now, we just got those two. These two lights right here are some standing corner lights that I just got. They weren't too expensive. If anyone's actually curious, I can provide a link for any of this stuff. But those things are pretty neat too. They're also RGB. They have their own controller, and they also connect to a phone or a smart device or whatever, so you can change the colors and things. So that's they're pretty cool. Lastly, right here, this is kind of the really cool feature of all this. This is the Nanoleaf lines. So the real cool thing about the Nanoleaf lines is you can actually configure it to like do a whole bunch of things from the phone here. We can go ahead and we can make it change colors. We can flip through a whole bunch of things, and it's actually really cool. I've seen a lot of streamers use these. The more popular one, I think, is the triangle version of these. I don't really like the triangles as much because they're kind of big. The lines, I feel like a little more, they're a little more edgy. No pun intended or anything, but they're pretty cool. Just flipping through some profiles on here, and I don't know if you can see this real quick, but basically there's just a bunch of profiles here that we can go ahead and you flip through and you click on things and magic happens on them. So it's pretty cool. So thanks for tuning in, guys, to this life update. I feel like I don't have a lot of these life updates, but this is something different. It's a new studio, new space. I thought I'd give a little studio tour here. But if you have any thoughts and opinions or anything on the studio space, if you have any suggestions for different ways I can set things up and all that stuff, let me know in the comment section down below. And stay tuned because we got a lot of awesome content coming out soon. And I will see you guys in the next one. Wow, that was that was my first time actually trying it with this new setup. So usually the camera is actually really far away, and so this is actually really weird that my hand goes this close to the camera, because right now I'm using a wide angle lens. We're probably about 24 millimeters right now. Usually it's about 55 millimeters is what I film on. So the camera is usually like 5-6 feet away, so it's not even remotely close. But this is trippy. I don't know how I feel about that. This is, huh.